UPM, we'd already established a philosophy which was around doing things once, where we could, doing them well, and then doing them for multiple organisations rather than everybody duplicating things like policy development. UPM really allowed us to accelerate that into the areas of strategic planning, finance and workforce, and that meant taking away some of the administrative and management and compliance burdens from our state paddle associations and looking after those once nationally.
There are many reasons for undertaking the United Paddling Management Project, but overall it was about using our limited combined resources in the most effective, efficient and strategic manner so that we could achieve our goals for paddling in Australia. If you were to step back and look at how we operated with the levels of duplication and the lack of alignment, you could only conclude that it wasn't the best way to run the business. And this wasn't a new realisation. There are only so many strategic planning forums you can go to before you realise that the same great ideas are coming up all the time, but they're not quite being fulfilled, and the vision wasn't being realised because we didn't have the resources.
United Paddle Management has been a lot of work for Paddle Tasmania, but it's been extremely worthwhile with a range of benefits, especially for a small organisation like ours. The National Strategic Plan was developed cooperatively by Paddle Australia with all of the states, and so it has national applicability. So Paddle Tasmania no longer needs to duplicate the work of Paddle Australia in the other states. We don't need to spend a lot of time each year reviewing and rewriting our strategic plan, as we have a national plan that we can work to. We now have one chart of accounts for all of Australia, and we're all using Xero software, so it's very easy for us to compare the operations of each state, and it provides much greater ease of reporting to the Paddle Tas board and workload savings in terms of our acquittal of accounts and managing our finances.
Initially, the Paddle WA board and I were unsure and definitely cautious. We did not agree to all the original initiatives put forward at the beginning of the process by Paddle Australia. But Paddle Australia accepted our point of view and we worked through them. Still, now almost 18 months down the UPM track, the benefits for our sport has been fantastic. What has made this process so successful is the communication, transparency and hard work, not just from our national office, but from all the state offices working together.
Consultation and collaboration have been key features throughout our implementation, right from the outset. It was important prior to embarking on the project that the Paddle Australia board, along with the State Paddle Association boards and executive officers, were committed to the journey ahead. We jointly agreed on an accelerated implementation across the 3 key work streams, and an MOU was put in place. Using our organisational values as an anchor and the UPM guiding principles that we collectively defined with our state paddle associations at our kick-off meeting, we worked our way through the 3 work streams.
So typically the best laid plans, we got about halfway through the implementation of United Paddling Management, and then COVID came along, and like all organisations we had to regroup reasonably quickly. We're in a very strong position to do that because of the work we were doing and the close relationships we have with our state organisations, and quite quickly we introduced a paddle support package which really was designed to support clubs and their members. I think it had a real impact. There was a discount to members. We were able to bring forward some courses that we're intending to run for coaching and make those free of charge to those people who couldn't anymore get underwater. And overall, that was a huge benefit to the sport.